Good afternoon. My name is Kassidy Wallin, and I will be discussing Pfizer Corporation today, the role they play in society, their approach to the triple bottom line, and we'll also dive a little deeper into the specific strategies of the company as well. Pfizer is a multi-billion-dollar biopharmaceutical company. The company aims to provide accessible, healthy medicines to all of their consumers. They have medicines that treat a large variety of different diseases. I'll get further into that when I discuss their products and services. Pfizer, medicines are seen across the world. They, make people's lives better every day, and that's the main goal of the company is, to help people live, the best life they can in the most healthy way they can. The primary mission of Pfizer also goes along with the overall strategy. Of course, Pfizer, is a large corporation that aims to provide and turn a profit for their shareholders, but also want to provide value to their consumers. It can get really sticky when corporations can't find, the line between helping individuals, but also being able to turn a profit. That's why, discussing the triple bottom line is such a huge thing, especially in today's society, as consumers are more, conscious of where they purchase from. They're more conscious of where their money goes, if these corporations are really, doing what they say they're doing, and if they're helping the communities in which they do business and, where they get their revenue from. Pfizer has done a great job of trying to embrace, both caring for people, but also, being able to turn a profit for their shareholders and, continue doing business. Pfizer is also a great company to work for. Their rating on Glassdoor is over 4 stars, which is really great. For such a large corporation, they employ thousands of people across the globe. This can be attributed towards their HR department and the training and development that they do with each of their employees. Many programs are put in place to help employees further their education in order to sell these products better, to be more confident on the job, and kind of create this work culture of, hard work, confidence, getting things done. So yes, they provide a lot of different programs for business education, not only for trying to boost the overall sales of each employee, but also, and planting the seed of you're a part of this group, this is our mission, this is what we want to do. We want to bring medicines that are accessible to all sorts of different people. Bonuses are available to employees, and the average Pfizer salary is $92,000, which is very good. It's really important to note that Pfizer does pay their employees well. They treat them good. They provide programs. They provide 24/7 daycare for their employees, maternity leave, anything like that. They want to make sure that their employees are taken care of, because they know if their employees are taken care of, they will most likely stay with the company and continue to, work their hardest to get to their sales goals. Products and services. Pfizer produces many pharmaceutical products for a large variety of illnesses and ailments. Some of their top-selling medications are Enbrel, which fights rheumatoid diseases, and also Lyrica, who fights epilepsy. Lyrica is perhaps their highest-selling drug. Unfortunately, the patent on this drug expired a few years ago, and so Pfizer has, been trying to deal with that legally. They haven't been getting, as much money from selling these products, and that's, something that they're going to have to figure out and continue to be doing research, lobbying, anything like that in order to get these patents, through. These medications are marketed to a large variety of consumers, from, elderly to children, men and women of all ages, because, the illnesses that affect these people, you know, they happen in all different types of ages, so Pfizer needs to be able to market to all types of consumers when everybody who suffers from these diseases, although they range from age, gender, you know, it's all the same. People are suffering, they want to live a better life, and Pfizer is there to, you know, create this medicine that will make their life better, that will improve their quality of life. Excuse me. Extensive research is done to determine the prices of these medicines, but overall the insurance companies will determine the price. Unfortunately, many medicines are expensive for many people to afford. That's one thing that I believe Pfizer could improve on, is the, you know, there needs to be caps on certain medicines and, you know, the price that consumers will pay for them, because ethically there are some medicines that should not be as hard as, you know, it's Pfizer's mission to make these medicines accessible, and at the end of the day there are some medicines that are not accessible due to, you know, the prices set at first by Pfizer but also by the insurance companies. Pfizer could step in, you know, and they could fight for consumers to have, you know, lowered prices on products, and I think that they need to do that in order to, you know, attract and keep customers as well. Pfizer tries to connect with consumers on a personal level. Not only do they market to the individuals who have these diseases, but also to the family members of the individuals who have these diseases, just so, you know, if a family member sees a commercial and is like, wow, this medicine, you know, could really change the life of somebody who has epilepsy, and their family member has epilepsy, therefore, you know, it's possible that that family member would reach out and say, hey, I really think that you need to try this. And that's what Pfizer is just trying to do, is not only will, you know, going on a medicine that will create a better life for the individuals who suffer from the diseases, but that also affects their family members as well. So overall, Pfizer just pushes the value that these medicines will create for, you know, the individuals that suffer from these diseases and also their family members. In terms of the market that Pfizer is in a very highly competitive market. The company, however, holds the highest share in the pharmaceutical industry at 8.52%, according to Statista. Their closest competitor, Merck, is at 6.11%, and AstraZeneca holds 5.95% of market share. Pfizer holds a large amount, you know, of space in the pharmaceutical industry. They gross over $15 billion a year, whereas Merck, their closest competitor, you know, tops out at about $11 billion. The company products sell best in the United States. This is the country where most of the company's revenues come from, 52% to be exact. China and Japan also make up 6% of each of the company's revenues as well. So, as you can see, the U.S. is the biggest market for Pfizer. But however, due to the coronavirus vaccine that Pfizer has created, recently Joe Biden said that he will be sending 1 billion doses outside of the U.S. to be distributed. So this shows that Pfizer's products will, you know, be pushed out globally, which is, you know, really great for the company, but also will provide, you know, this this way that people can protect themselves from the coronavirus. Future growth is steady and expected for Pfizer. Stock has soared, especially due to the coronavirus vaccine. We can expect that Pfizer will continue to lead. Big Pharma will continue to lead that industry with new technological advancements. better medicines, excuse me. I'm scratching my throat. So yeah, growth is expected from Pfizer. They're expected to continue to be the top dog, especially now that the coronavirus vaccine has, and the coronavirus has impacted, nations across the world. And this is a huge opportunity for Pfizer to be able to target, the whole world essentially, because COVID has impacted the whole world. A PES analysis of Pfizer, which stands for Political, Economic, Social, and Technological Aspects of a Company. The political attributes of Pfizer include lobbying against certain bills and potential, agreements that aren't the best for Pfizer, so they do their best to sort of, play the playing field to their advantage. Economic attributes include the changing of laws and regulations, such as tax laws and currency exchange rate. Because Pfizer medicines are sold all over the world, the currency exchange rate does affect the company. Social factors include the increase in the value of life and also, just health education in general. They provide a lot of programs every year, not only to their employees in order to gain, more education on the medicines that they particularly sell, but also the individuals in order to know what's exactly in their medicines, what's put into it, the distribution process, etc. Technological factors come in the form of research and development. As I stated before, creating medicines and creating this overall value and these, healthier, providing healthier impacts in people's lives is so huge. And Pfizer has to do their research. They have to employ the best people in order to create the best medicines. They also have advancements in medical equipment and also facilities. They focus on that a lot. And then also research and development, in terms of market. Pfizer embraces their corporate responsibility procedures, and company regulations are improved and established, over the whole organization, not just in a certain department. They're studied to ensure that the company holds their ethical accountability. One of the reasons I particularly chose this case study is because of the triple bottom line: people, planet, profit. I believe that Pfizer has done a really good job at taking care of their employees. They focus on creating programs that will contribute to their confidence, but then they also provide services outside of work that will allow their employees to thrive while they are at work. Planet-wise, they've implemented programs in order to remove toxins and waste from medicines from all over the world, which is a really great thing. However, Pfizer can do a lot more in terms of ways that they can get rid of medical waste better, cleaning medical facilities, etc. Doing more research into how their products and how they're distributed, how they're dosed, how they're given to people, and how that specifically impacts the environment. And lastly, profit. Pfizer is really good at profit. They gross billions and billions and billions of dollars each year. In the pharmaceutical industry, their shareholders are, probably very happy with what's going on in the company, especially due to the coronavirus and the global pandemic that we're in. Overall, I think a lot of big pharma companies can do better when it comes to the triple bottom line, but overall, I believe that companies are trying to do their part to be socially responsible, to understand the commitment that they have to their employees, the people of the communities which they do business in, and also the earth where, they get all of their, assets from at the end of the day. So overall, Pfizer is a huge company. They employ thousands of people every year. They have a great strategy. they have a good approach to marketing their products to people, and this is why I believe that Pfizer will continue to be at the forefront of the pharmaceutical industry and will continue to grow into an even bigger company. Thank you.